Hey guys, what's going on? Gassy Mexican here, and this is Message Monday, as you might have guessed by the title of this video, for 9/24/2012. And I'm gonna waste no time, and let's get right back into the questions. Like I said, back into the questions as if I've already answered one. I haven't. This is the beginning of the video. You're being stupid, Max. Alright, first message is from the Twitters. And it is from _Minchino? Minchino _ I don't know. I always end up butchering people's names. Sorry if that's not how it's pronounced or whatever. But anyways, they say, Dear Gassy Mexican, do you comb your mustache? Hashtag MM, hashtag Message Monday. Yes, I do actually sometimes. Not all the time. Like if I wake up and I'm just lazy, I'm like, well, whatever. But if I'm like doing a live stream or I'm going out somewhere, you know, and I don't want my it also depends on the length. It depends on the length of my beard and by extension my mustache at the time of said grooming decision. But yeah, I do sometimes. I have a little comb that came with my like beard trimmer kind of thing. And I'll use that to, you know, straighten it up a little bit, make it look a little less hobo-like. But short answer, yes, I do have a mustache comb. I have two of them actually because I originally bought a beard trimmer, and then I dropped it and broke it. So it came with a mustache comb, or just, you know, a comb that's good for combing mustaches, and I had that, so I had to buy a new one, obviously, because my beard trimmer was broken, so I bought the same package because I liked the trimmer, and that came with another comb, obviously, because it was the same exact thing. So now I have two mustache combs, and sometimes when I'm feeling really, really adventurous, I take both combs and comb either side of the mustache at the same time. I know, it's crazy, right? Alright, thank you for your message, Minchino, or whatever your name is. I'm sorry if I'm messing it up. But let's move on to the next one. Next message is from Xbox, and it is from Jubaka11298. There might be another 8 in there. Hold on a second. I think I screwed up the title. Nope, I got it right. Alright, it's from Jubaka, and let's hear what they say, and then I will respond.
Hey, Gassy, I was just wondering, when did you decide that you wanted to, like, start doing your YouTube channel, and what did you tell your mom about it, or who'd you tell that you want to do it? Please answer it. I've just been wondering. Thanks.
When did I decide I wanted to do YouTube? I don't know if it was really like a conscious decision, like something that I planned, like all of a sudden just one day I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do YouTube. It wasn't so much like that. It kind of happened a little more organically, I guess. I started out, I've kind of answered this question sort of before in the past, but I'll answer it again, for new subscribers and whatnot. By the way, I'm very close to 300,000 subscribers, so that's crazy. Thank you guys very much, and once I do hit 300,000 subscribers, you bet your ass I'm gonna be doing a thank you video and something special for you guys. I got some in mind. But anyways, that was a side note. I started out YouTube doing the more machinima side, and when I say machinima, I mean like what the actual word means, which is machine cinema, basically making movies and videos with video games, using, you know, the game engines and manipulating the characters to do stuff and making them silly and sometimes dramatic, action-y movies and stuff. That's the side of YouTube and machinima. I guess now I'm using it in the company form that I started in. I would make them, and I kind of networked with some other people that did machinima, and we all made machinimas together, Jordan being one of them, Kutra, Dan as well. He came later. I met Dan later on, but yeah, and all of us kind of did machinima and stuff like that. And when I say all of us, I mean like Z, Chilled Chaos, Kutra, myself. Even Spoon did some machinima stuff way back in the early days. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing any of the like original creatures from the beginning. I think that's all of us, pretty much. I think James did some machinima stuff, or like a couple, way back when, but he wasn't a part of the creatures that early on. But anyways, we all met each other through like networking through other directors and making machinimas and stuff, and we've all been gamers. We all had that kind of common interest that we've been gaming all of our lives, and we saw that people were doing game commentaries and stuff like that, and there was an audience for that. which is weird. It's like, whoa. When I first realized, like, I'm like, wow, people are actually watching this? I mean, it sounds kind of stupid, like I'm making fun of it, but it was a new concept to me. And I was like, well, I talk to myself enough, and I've played video games forever. Might as well try it, you know? Built my channel off doing machinimas and stuff at first, and then just whatever. It was just kind of like a there kind of thing. And I saw other people having success with it. I'm like, you know what? I could do that. I could do game commentaries. So thus was the YouTube game commentary path being started. And then it just kind of, you know, we formed the Creatures after being, you know, friends already, and then we decided to just kind of do stuff together. We formed the Creatures, those of us that were there from the beginning, and then we brought on people like Sly. Dan joined later. He wasn't there from the beginning, I don't believe. No, he wasn't. And people like James, Sly, and Seamus jumped on board, and here we are. You know, it's kind of crazy. So that's kind of how it developed. Started with Machinima, met other people that play games. We decided, hey, people are doing game commentaries. We're all gamers. Let's give it a go. And then just kind of my channel evolved from there. And from being a part of the Creatures, obviously that helped. We all played games with each other, gave each other exposure. And here we are today. This is where I am. Now I'm doing Message Monday and answering your question. So there you go. As far as like my mom, yeah, eventually I started telling her, because like typical parent reaction to what, you know, I'm doing now on YouTube and stuff initially was like, well, you're just playing games, you know, you're just having fun, whatever. And then it wasn't until like I actually started receiving substantial checks, you know, like, oh, you're actually making some money doing this, that she got behind it and more approved of it and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of the way how my mom thought of it initially and what she thinks of it today. It is an actual job now. She understands that, obviously. But thank you for your question, and let's move on to the next one. Next question comes from the Twitters again, and it is from Becca, or @BeccaSaysHello, and she says, do you ever plan on posting any of your live streams on your channel? If not, how long? She said 2, but how long do they stay on Twitch? #MM. I don't know how long they stay on Twitch. I think it's indefinitely. I think they just stay on there forever. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. I might be wrong on that. I know they stay for a long while. Like, I can go back and watch broadcasts from months and months and months and months and months past. I don't know the actual answer. I could check for that. I could check for you. And maybe if I remember, tweet back at you and see if I know how long they actually stay. But I think it's indefinitely. I'm not sure. But more importantly to your original question, do I plan on posting any of my live streams on my channel? This is where I'm kind of mixed, because I like posting live streams on my channel, and I don't... words. Take 2. All right, let's try this again. I like posting live streams on my channel, but I don't know if you guys want to see that. You know, I don't really know what you guys want to see in the way of live streams. I like doing that, and I've had plenty of people message me saying, oh yeah, I like that you put live streams on your channel, because, you know, I can't always make the live stream. You stream at, you know, random times and stuff. So I never really know when you're doing a live stream. Sometimes I catch them, sometimes I don't, and I like being able to watch them again. And yeah, you can watch them on Twitch, but like you said, I don't know if they stay forever, past broadcasts, or it's a lot more accessible on YouTube, you know? I can push video or past broadcasts to my subscriptions. You guys, I can, you know, let you guys know, hey, this is here. It's a lot more accessible, and you can comment and discuss it and stuff like that. So it's a lot more public on YouTube. Like I said, I like putting them on my channel. Sometimes I'll just do a stream highlight like I just did earlier today. I put up a stream highlight of myself, Renee, and Diction playing Borderlands 2. And I know Nick does that too. But really, I'll put up more of them, I suppose. Do you guys want to see entire live streams, or do you just want to see, like, you know, cut up in episodes like how I have? I know sometimes I like to put like big long special videos, like I'll put like an hour video of a stream, you know, like an entire long gaming session. It's just kind of special videos, because I think that's cool. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you want to see more live stream content from my Twitch channel on my YouTube? Because I will do that for you guys. Also, I've been recently playing with better ways of getting the broadcasts off of Twitch and then putting them up on my channel without me having to go through and like sync up audio. Because sometimes the way I've been doing it now is like the audio will be synced fine, and then it'll go off sync, and then I have to fix it, so it requires a lot of editing. But I've been playing around with some settings and stuff on XSplit, my program that I use to broadcast, and I can record locally, and it seems like that should work. So I'm going to do some test recordings locally on my computer while I'm broadcasting in the future. Anyways, this is getting a little more in the technical side of it. But yes, short answer, I like putting them up on my channel. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll put more up if you want to see them. So thank you for your question, Becca, and let's move on to the next one. Next question is from Xbox, and it comes from Gummy Bear X Sniper, and this is what they had to say.
Hi Gassy, I wanted to know if you were starting Minecraft again with either Renee, the Creatures, or the Derp Crew, because I am really hoping to see that come back up on their channel.
More Minecraft, you say? Here's the thing. I've wanted to do more Minecraft on my channel, but I think this goes for a lot of other commentators too. Minecraft has been played so many times, it still is being played like crazy. It becomes like, what do you do? Like, what do you do with Minecraft now? What's new and what will be exciting to do that'll be different with Minecraft? I like playing custom maps and stuff like that, and I recently enjoyed playing the custom map with Seamus and and Z and Sly, the Light of Aster one. And that's the thing, I like custom maps, but it's hard to find nowadays good custom maps when searching like the Minecraft forums and stuff. Everything's really saturated with these kind of mediocre maps that really aren't that great, not that fun. It's really hard to find a map that's really special. So I'm open to suggestions. Sounded like I said suggestions. I don't know. Suggestions. I'm open to suggestions with good custom maps for Minecraft. As far as playing with the creatures and stuff, yeah, I'll play with the creatures. I play with Renee and Diction and the other people from quote-unquote the Derp Crew all the time. It really just is who's around, who's available, who wants to record. But yeah, I'm open to doing it. I wanted to do a Minecraft single-player thing, but the thing with that, again, it's like, that has been done so many times. If I did do it, I wanted to find something cool, like really cool mods that I can implement into it, and just kind of come up with my own interesting thing, an adventure. But, you know, I don't know. Sly would be the one that knows a whole bunch of stuff about mods and stuff. I talked to him a little bit, but he just kind of directed me to the Minecraft forum. It's a lot of just like wading through all the different mods and custom maps and stuff on Minecraft, on the Minecraft forums. But I'm open to doing it. It's just the task of finding cool maps and interesting content, things that modify the game of Minecraft, so that way it's still interesting and new, you know? But yeah, that's where I stand on Minecraft. Thank you for your question, and let's move on to the next one. Next question is from Russian Babies, and they say, how do you, or it says, how do learn to do a voice? I'm assuming they meant to put, how do you learn to do a voice? Like if you wanted to learn a voice you can't do currently, how would you go about it? Hashtag MM. Patrick, or Russian Babies, I don't know if learning a voice, like how do I learn a voice is a good way to put it. I don't know really how you'd put it any other way. The way I learn a voice, I guess, personally, is I will listen to the character or whatever character or person that I'm trying to imitate. I'll listen to a bunch of voice clips from them. Whether it be on YouTube, I'll like listen to them do interviews. I'll listen to them, you know, if it's an animated character, I'll just watch clips of them, you know, and listen to their voice and then trial and error. Have my microphone going where I can hear myself and do as best I can to like change the way I'm talking with my throat, move my throat around and stuff, and see what works, what makes, wow. For somebody who talks a lot, I have a problem talking. No, I'll experiment with my throat. There's no way to make this not sound dirty either. You know, I'll see what changes my voice a certain way and just kind of trial and error and practice and listen and compare and try to get as similar as I can. That's how I got into like doing voices and doing voice acting and stuff like that. It was me being bored and watching cartoons and TV shows and stuff like that and just imitating to entertain myself. And then I eventually got good with it. I kind of had like a natural knack for it, I guess you say. I don't know. But based on what I've seen from other people, they're like, oh, well, it's not that easy. Well, me, it's always been kind of pretty easy to just figure out how to change my voice and stuff. And I don't know. It's different for everybody, but that's how I do it. I listen to the character's voice over and over and over and try to make myself sound a little bit more like them, see how they talk, you know, how their mouth moves and stuff. Like with Zoidberg, for instance, if you want an example. Zoidberg, he has, to do a Zoidberg voice, You have to have your cheeks very relaxed, and I don't really know how else to. It's very, you use your cheeks a lot. They kind of move and flap a lot. Because it's very, like this, Dr. Zoidberg. Other than that, I can't explain the rest of how to do the voice, but it's a very relaxed, you relax your jaw, your cheeks are involved a lot. And that's how Zoidberg is done. So if you want to try Zoidberg, do that. Dr. Zoidberg. All right, whatever. Thanks for your question, Patrick. Hopefully that babbling helped a little bit. I don't know. It probably didn't. But thank you for your question. And let us move on to the final question. Final question for this week's Message Monday comes from the Vike13 on Twitter, at the Vike13. And they say, what do you miss about living in Chicago? Why am I talking like this? Besides friends and family. Hashtag MessageMonday. Naturally, that's what I would have said if you didn't say besides friend and family. It's mainly friends and family. Mainly family that I miss about Chicago. I still want to go back. I've been having the itch to go back and visit my family and play with Bullseye and bring Malcolm over there so that way Bullseye and Malcolm can meet. If you guys don't know and you're a new subscriber, Malcolm is my current dog. Bullseye is my family's dog that I used to live with. So that's what I'm talking about there. But what do I miss about Chicago besides friends and family? Probably just the city itself. Chicago is a really cool city. It's a big city. It's very cool. It's cleaner than most other big cities like New York. I've never been to New York, but plenty of people have told me, and I've seen it just in variety of ways, that it's dirtier. Chicago kind of prides itself on having a lot more trees than other cities. It's a very cool city. It's got a very cool vibe to it. Granted, I live near Denver. I'm like 15 minutes outside of Denver, which is another major city. And it is cool, don't get me wrong. I've got nothing against Denver, but it can't stand up to Chicago. Chicago's just unique. And Chicago's got the beach right there, the beach of Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan is so big that it looks like an ocean, so it's pretty much like a beach along the shoreline there. If you've ever been along Lakeshore Drive, it's pretty cool. It's a very unique city, and I like it. So I miss just really the city itself. There's a lot of stuff to do there, too. I guess that's it. This wraps up this week's Message Monday for 9/24/2012. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to get in the running for next week's Message Monday as far as submitting a question/message, there are two ways you can do it. I've changed it. Again, I'm going to reiterate it because this hasn't always been like this, but I like this format better, and it's quicker and easier for me to get to your guys' questions and make the video and put it up in time. The way to do it is to either tweet me, follow me on Twitter, and so you can know when I ask for it. I ask for them. I'm going to try to ask for them every Sunday. I forgot this week to ask for it on Sunday, but I still asked early enough in the day where I can get it up, before it's like 11 o'clock. God, that's going to suck if this video goes up at 11 o'clock and I just said that. Hopefully it doesn't, but I have junk in my throat right now. Anyways, wrapping this up, you can tweet at me. My Twitter is in the description. You can also, if you want to send a voice message to me, I choose 2 voice messages out of the total 6 messages that I choose for every Message Monday off of Xbox Live. And my gamer tag is Gassy Mexican. So what you do is just send me a message on that gamer tag and tag it Message Monday or whatever, just something like that, so that way I know it's for Message Monday and I can pick it out from my other messages. Same thing on Twitter. Again, for both things, just try to wait for the actual day before Monday. Like when I usually ask either day of the week of Message Monday that I'm doing or the day before. I try to shoot for Sunday, but sometimes I don't always remember. And I'll ask. I'll be like, hey, tweet me questions. Hey, send me a message on Xbox Live. And I will put you in Message Monday maybe. So feel free to do it one of the 2 ways that I just said. And if you don't get your message answered, which is very possible, I choose very randomly. There's no rhyme or reason to the way I do it. I feel like that's the most fair way to choose messages. Try to do it the next week if you don't get it. So, and if I continually don't answer it, chances are I've probably seen it and I don't think it's a good enough question, or I just don't want to answer it. So try something new. That's it, guys. That's it. I'm done. My throat is kind of because I got junk in my throat right now. You guys like that sound? Ugh. All right, before I get any weirder here, let's end this Message Monday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.